Education news now. It's a debate as old as our country, the separation between church and state. And that debate will be renewed next week before the Kern County Board of Education. The issue, a proposal to allow the 10 Commandments to be posted in every public school classroom within the board's jurisdiction. The proposal was introduced by a local pastor who will make his case next Tuesday. 17's Connor Dorr is here now with what this could mean for students. Connor?
Tammy, nationwide nonprofit Freedom from Religion Foundation sent a letter to the board calling on them to deny this motion or face legal action. Reverend Angelo Frazier first brought this to the board back in September and dressed the part.
My hope is to make a full presentation before this board regarding the installment of 10 Commandments in the public school.
The board granted Angelo Frazier that meeting, and it's scheduled for Tuesday, December 17th. The 10 Commandments are maintained in Jewish and Christian faiths, but Reverend Frazier claims it's also an important historical document.
What is that freedom, justice, law based on? I think partly based on what God has said in His Word. I believe He set some things in stone. He made the world. And you don't have to believe that. But I believe that.
Louisiana recently passed a law requiring the 10 Commandments to be taught in schools as well as the Bible, which sparked Frazier's push to teach it in Kern schools.
Well, the public schools or private schools, it doesn't matter to me. I think it's just education. See, I see education as one thing, and I think we can get as much education as we can about our historical documents.
Chris Line of the Freedom of Religion Foundation, a nonprofit dedicated to keeping religion out of public schools, sent a letter to the Board of Education claiming that allowing the commandments to be posted in the classroom is unconstitutional.
Citing the 10 Commandments, a religious code central just to the Jewish and Christian beliefs, that excludes students that adhere to different beliefs or no faith at all, and directly violates the U.S. and California constitutions.
Line says they don't want to sue the board, but if trustees do pass this, it could cost the board thousands of dollars.
We want the school to have as much money as it can to use to fund the education of these students. We don't think the school district should waste its money on waging a religious culture war.
After the presentations, the board can choose whether or not to put it on the agenda as an action item. If it does and it passes, it would only affect the 500 students the board oversees. Kern's 46 individual school districts would have to vote on any similar measure themselves if they choose to. The board meeting is scheduled on Tuesday, December 17th at 6:30 p.m., where both sides will give their presentations. In studio, Connor Dorr, 17 News.